For us at Disney, what I remind myself of every day, every morning that I wake up is, over the last 3 to 4 years, we've unified 8 networks and many ad supported addressable platforms, Hulu being one of them, which is no easy feat, but has given us, I think, a great ground to grow and build a future model, which is where we sit today as you look at all of the disruption that's happening across the market. And so today, as we look at the marketplace, we're getting, we're being asked to participate in 2 very important conversations. One is all around Disney's advancements in technology and data, and how we offer that stack to clients to really drive and move their business. And then the other side of that is, how do we continue to accelerate innovation in content, particularly from a connected perspective, right? You've seen all of the disruption. You're living it. We're both living the disruption that connected TV has brought to the market and to consumers. And so we find ourselves, I think, in a really unique opportunity at Disney, but also an opportunity in the marketplace, which is really, doing business differently. We spent a lot of time today thinking about, reach, and we know reach is a really important driver, right? Some of this is a little bit old school, right? Reach actually is important in selling products and services, which is what our clients want to do every day. But cueing reach is different today. And so as we head into a lot of upfront conversation, we're spending time with clients and agencies, helping them understand how. It's really about the how this year, how you're going to think and leverage all of the screens, how you're going to use streaming and linear and social to really drive at those audiences that you're trying to attract and ultimately sell your products to. And we believe, obviously, at Disney, we have a huge horse in that race. We reach 93% of America. But how clients engage is really different. And so I think you're going to see clients leaning in to technology from a programmatic perspective that is becoming much more accelerated. I think you're seeing clients double down on streaming. And certainly linear remains an important part of that conversation. It's the important piece is that it's a part of a much bigger pie as we go forward.
So Lisa, what are some of the challenges that you're finding that agencies and brands are telling you in terms of allocating and optimizing CTV, particularly across direct and programmatic? What do they want to solve, and how are you helping them?
Sure. Look, tapping into audiences and understanding those audiences, I think, is really important. There's no doubt that everybody recognizes the aggressive shifts to connected TV viewing. I mean, we sit at the heart of that at Hulu. We see 92 million connected viewers every month on the ad-supported side. It's less about how do I engage the 92 million. It's how do I understand those audience sets? What types of segmentation can I take advantage of on a platform like Hulu? So, a lot of what we've brought to market are our data capabilities, right? For example, the audience graph that we've spent the last 3 years building at Disney is now inclusive of Hulu data. And so we have over 1,000 segments that clients can take advantage of, and they can buy those segments in an automated way, in a direct way. But it's really understanding, if you're an automotive client, there's a whole host of really unique segmentation that you can take advantage of, against that type of reach. The other piece is measurement. When we've been talking about this for a while, but how do you really start to understand true cross-platform measurement? And look, every company today, there is no universal solution in the market. We have done, I would point out a strategic partnership that we launched last year with Samba TV that really gets at true cross-platform measurement. I would point to things like the Hulu attribution tool, which is a proprietary tool that a lot of D2C clients use to connect their CRM right into Hulu to deliver their KPIs. So I think you've got two sides of the equation. One is how much the incrementality that streaming delivers in addition to linear. And for things like that, we've made a lot of our data available in tools like Nielsen's NMI tool, Nielsen Media Impact tool, that really allows clients to understand to plan, right? Part of this is also helping clients plan for a new mix, right? With Disney and with other partners. And so we want to be able to be on the front end of that. So in the planning process, whether it's with NMI or Innovid has another tool that we've really leaned into and our data is accessible through. On the data targeting piece, we had a tech showcase last week where we unveiled Disney Select, which is that segmentation targeting product that I talked about. And then we want to make sure that it's easy for people to buy, right? And so our commitment to programmatic is a really big one because I think it does a few things. It allows clients to manage reach and frequency. It allows folks to take not only advantage of our data, but bring their own data to the table. And it's an ease of buy, right? Which is, I think, what is front and center for everybody. So those are some of the things that we're being asked to. Also, we want to try and solve problems that folks aren't yet asking for, particularly on the measurement side. So we're really trying to be thoughtful about, the solutions, the measurement solutions that we bring to market.
And Lisa, finally, what about the ad experience, ad loads? I know there's been a lot of innovation at Hulu around interactive advertising. Where do you see that bespoke advertising, changes in ad load? Where is that going, would you say, or what's interesting there?
There's a lot interesting, and I think that collectively as an industry, we need to continue to be innovators and pioneers of great ad formats and new ad formats. And you mentioned Hulu. As they've been pioneers in really thinking about what are the viewer first experiences that we can continue to create, right? The content of, the majority of content on Hulu is the best of TV content, right? And so there's real innovation, not only on the data and targeting side of it, but on the ad innovation side of it. And so things like the binge and pause ads that we launched several years ago, how do we keep innovating on those formats? There's a significant amount of binging and pausing going on. And so I think there's a lot more room for innovation on those pause ads. We've been spending a lot of time talking about direct to commerce. And so we launched a new product. We did talk about it at our showcase last week, the Gateway Go ad, which again is enabling viewers to respond to, commerce that they may be interested in. And the other interesting part about this portfolio of ad products is we're now transporting that to the Disney portfolio. So when we think about Hulu almost as an incubator for new ad products, we also think about the virality of those products. So how do we launch a new product like the Gateway Go ad, like the Marquee ad, which is a product that we created for the movie studio category, but then how does that expand across Disney so that, again, clients can take advantage of that innovation against the full reach potential of the portfolio. So I think you'll see, as we're thinking about, the next couple of months, you'll be seeing a lot more in terms of ad product innovation.